Anatoly Dudchenko came in as the underdog and walked away as the mandatory challenger for Sergey's light heavyweight title. Since we're Kovalev's promoter at that point, it seemed like a pretty good idea to work with him and get him ready for his eventual shot. He has since fought on 2 of Sergey's undercards, and now, after spending the last year thinking about probably nothing except this opportunity that's coming his way on Saturday, he is finally here. And so, to introduce Najib and his team, I'm going to ask his manager, Vince Caruso, to step up, and he can express everything that he wants to say so much better than I can. So we're all going to sit back and enjoy. Vince.
Thank you, Kathy. Before I introduce the team, I want to collectively thank everybody here for coming out today in the media. You know, if we didn't receive the love we did from you guys, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing here. And you are a part of the reason that we are up here, so thank you very much, each and every one of you. I'd also like to thank Mandalay Bay. It's a great place for a fight. I know my big first fight ever was Marco Barrera against Eric Morales, #1. We went into that fight. Marco Barrera did as a huge underdog, same as Najib. His face wasn't even on the poster that night, and you saw what happened. I expect the same thing from Najib come Saturday, without a doubt. I also want to thank Pete Nelson, guy I got to know in the last 2 months or so. Good guy. I do support him with what he's doing there at HBO, and I wish him the best in the future. Doing a good job, Pete. And last but not least, I want to thank Main Events and Crusher Promotions. Thank you so much, Kathy. It's a privilege to fight for you. Thank you very much. Regardless of whatever happens, I do think you're the best. I really do. And it's my pleasure to work alongside with you. Sergey, thank you very much for the opportunity to fight. Now to the nitty-gritty. Team Mohammadi. A lot of people didn't know who we were not too long ago, but thanks to you guys and the stories that you've done, you know, I wouldn't say we're a household name, but after Saturday night, I think Nadjib Mohammedi is going to be mentioned in a lot of circles when you talk about the future of the light heavyweight division. I can't make guarantees in the sport. I made 2 guarantees at the opening press conference. I said, #1, Nadjib Mohammedi will weigh 175 pounds come Saturday night, and that is a guarantee that will be fulfilled tomorrow on the scales. And another guarantee, I said, he would have the best game plan possible because of the man that sits on his left. That's Abel Sanchez. Without a doubt, a man I've known for almost 20 years in this business, I believe, is the best trainer in boxing right now. That's why I picked him the night back in November when Najib's trainer, longtime trainer, couldn't get into the country. I had the opportunity to call anyone. I called Abel. Honest Abe, that's who I called, because I knew I'd be getting the best. I knew Najib's style. I've always been a fan of Nigel Benn, Maestrito Lopez, those kind of guys. That's the kind of style that Najib brings. It might not be pretty, but believe you me, he's going to be in a fight, and he does come to fight. And if I put Abel Sanchez in that mix, it's like putting the sugar in the Duncan Hines. It's going to come out good every time. So, with no further ado, I do want to bring up Abel to say a couple words. And before I do that, you know, there's a special guy on this team. He gets overlooked a lot because he's not here, because he's a famous guy himself. But if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here. 13 months ago, he reached out to me, and he said, Vince, we're coming to America. We want you. We want you to make our guy a star. And that guy right here is a pop star. He's from France. He's my very good friend, my brother, Mr. John Ali, sitting here, my co-manager. He has been the rock of this team, the producer, if you will. Like I said, if he didn't reach out to me, I would have reached out to Abel. It's a domino effect, and I do appreciate him every day, and he is my brother, and I do love him, and he is a very big reason that we are here. So Abel, if you will, come on up, sir. Honest Abe, Abel Sanchez, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for those words, Vince. I think first I'd like to thank our host, Mandalay Bay, Peter with HBO, and Kathy, Sergey, Vegas, for the opportunity. We've had about a 10-week training camp. Najib earned the right by moving up the ladder to be #1 contender. I realize that we're fighting the best light heavyweight in the world, bar none. He's proven it, and Saturday night, we're going to have a game plan that I think will work against Sergey, but it all remains to be seen. Sergey comes with the A game. I know we're going to come with the A game. it's going to be one heck of a fight. But we know that, like I said, we know that we're fighting a very, very tough battle. With that said, hopefully everybody shows up and enjoys the fight. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Abel. We also have Ben Lira working our corner, and if you know Southern California boxing, Ben Lira is a legend. Ben Lira, Jimmy Montoya, Abel Sanchez, that is Southern California boxing. So Ben will be in our corner also. We're very excited to have him aboard. I want to bring up, like I said, my co-manager now, John Ali. I want him to say a few words about our journey and Najib's journey on how he got here. Really quick, John, if you will. Ladies and gentlemen, John Ali, my co-manager.
Hi everybody, Assalamu alaikum. I'm glad to be here with standing there with my brother, Nadjib Mohammedi. I'm very proud of him and what he did in this business back in France. He came from a mighty hard and long way to get there. And I can promise you one thing, Saturday night, he will change his life forever. Thank you.
Thank you, John. Okay, last but not least, the man who we got on his back and he took us here. You know, I've been around a lot of fighters in the business. I worked with Marco Barrera, worked with some great fighters, been around them personally, and I know heart when I see heart. I know determination when I see determination. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again. You look at the intangibles, they all lean on that side in this fight. But, you know, they leaned on Costazu's side, too, when he fought Vince Phillips. So, I mean, when I hear no chance, that means I have every chance. And I'm going to ride this guy right to the IBF championship, which we have so coveted for a long time. I love the IBF. Daryl Peoples, Lindsey Tucker, thank you so much for this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen, Nadjib Mohammedi, Saturday night's challenger, soon to be Sunday's champion, Nadjib Mohammedi, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi everybody, thank you for coming. I'm very excited and very happy to fight Saturday night in Mandalay Bay. Thank you main events, thank you Sergey, thank you HBO for this opportunity. I have hard work in my training camp for this fight. I wait this time for 10 years ago. I'm very happy, I'm very excited and promise this Saturday a very good and famous fight. And I'm ready. Thank you for your attention. Thank you very much.
Okay, and with that being said, thank you guys for the support, all the stories. You know, in closing, I want to say, I did not see one negative word from anybody in attendance here, and you are the mainstream media, not one negative word about this man. And you know, it seems like today in boxing, there's an addiction to negativity. It's easy to sit behind a computer screen and tear an athlete down, a hardworking athlete. And no one in this building did that. And I personally thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Kathy?
Thank you, Vince. Now, moving on to the champion, the reason we're all here, the guy who brought us here. I say this every time, you're probably tired of hearing it, but I'm not going to stop saying it. I thank God every day for the day I met Agus Klimas and he brought me Sergey Kovalev. He has assembled an outstanding team around him, and they're in no small part a big key to his success. And I was happy to have the privilege to introduce you to them. So I think the first person I'm going to bring up is his trainer, a former world champion in his own right, and an old friend who I've known for a very long time, and I'm always happy to say John David Jackson.
Thank you, Kevin, for those kind words. I'm not going to talk much. I'm going to let Sergey do the talking during Saturday night, but it's a pleasure to be here, and a pleasure to want to work with Sergey for this fight here. I just want to have a little side note, I'm gonna say to Paco, I made 6 defenses of my WBO title. Where's my ring? Where's my ring? All right, guys. So anyway, listen, enjoy the fight on Saturday. It's a good fight. Challenge day, come more prepared, and you know we have a game plan of our own. So we'll see Saturday night. Thanks for everybody for coming. I look forward to seeing everybody there.
And now it is my pleasure to bring up the best manager of boxing. He is a great man and a great ally, and it is one of my joys to be able to work with him. Agus Klimas.
Good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I wanted to thank a very dear friend of mine, Don Turner, who gave me the first steps in boxing. If it wasn't Don Turner, it wasn't me. He's the man who introduced me into the sport. He's the man who first noticed Sergey when we were in Kazakhstan, and he says, "Agus, God damn, you gotta have this guy." Coming back to Vegas, it brings me a lot of memories, and good memories. This town where Sergey got his first NABA title, and I remember that night, and we were celebrating after the fight. He ran to his room, grabbed his belt, put on his waist, put a t-shirt on top of it, and he didn't tell to nobody, but then he was at the table, he stood up and he says, "I wanted to give that belt to a good person." And that seemed to be me. So he gave it to me and he says, "Agus, this is our title and I want you to hold it." So I have that at my home till today. That's the one title he never take it from me back. Wanted to thank HBO, wanted to thank Nadjib Mohammedi team taking this fight. Actually, he was forced to this fight at the IBF mandatory. Wanted to thank Mandalay Bay, City of Las Vegas, media coming here for this good event. And Saturday night, we're going to be looking for one of the best fights in the light heavyweight division. Again, I'm going to go back. And Sergey came in the 2009 from Russia, moved. Light heavyweight division was dead, absolutely dead. Nobody wanted, nobody was talking about light heavyweight division. And I strongly believe, light heavyweight division is burning today because of Sergey Kovalev. There is not a single match in the light heavyweight division gonna go anywhere in the world without mentioning his name. I'll see you guys on Saturday night.
You know, earlier I saw the great Bernard Hopkins in the hallway, and he reminded Sergey that he's getting better with every fight, and he is. I think that his rise, which is still happening, has been powerfully fast, shockingly dominating, and I think there's a reason. There's obviously a reason for that, and that's that he's the kind of guy that people want to come and see. He gives 1,000% every time, and as Bernard warned him, you don't get complacent, you don't lose your edge. If there's one person on earth that I'm not the least bit worried about any of those things, it's the man next to me. I think a mark of greatness in any endeavor is that no matter what you do, you're never satisfied, and I think that's kind of, if I was asked to sum Sergey up, in a short phrase, that would be it. It's never enough. He's never satisfied with himself. He's always wanting to do more, be greater, be better. And that is one of the reasons why we're never going to miss him when he gets in the ring. We're going to make an appointment to see him. And it is my great pleasure now to introduce to you the WBA and IBF light heavyweight champion of the world, Sergey Kovalev.
Hello everybody again. First of all, Sam, I want to thank to everybody who came here, to media, to Mandalay Bay Hotel. also my promoter Katie Dula and Aegis and team Nadjib Mohammedi. What I could to say, I want to show this Saturday who I am. I would like to still be champion long time as possible, because I didn't get all my goals in my boxing career, and my amateur career didn't give me a lot of opportunities to have road for the Olympic Games or World Championship, because we were big, corrupted, and I was hurt in amateur career, and I tried to knock to the closed door, and 34 I turned to pro, and in pro boxing I opened it and got some of my dreams in the boxing, and my goals didn't finish. I still do have my dreams, my goals, and this Saturday, July 25th, is the next step in my career. Welcome to Mandalay Bay Arena, to screens, HBO, and I want to give you a good show. And I hope it will be very honest and very clean fight, and we'll win who is stronger, who is smarter, who is the best. And also, thanks to HBO, they built my name, they built my career, and I love boxing, and I love boxing in America, everywhere in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sergey. I want to thank all of you. Oh, okay, we're going to do Q&A. Thank you, Ellen. All right, time for Q&A. Raise your hands. Ellen will take the microphone around to you, and when she gets it. Okay.
Pascal, this question is for you, Jim Pascal. Willie Suarez, Deporte Cubano, USA. I wonder if you had any input on taking this fight with Junieskis Gonzalez. If you had to say yes or no, I want this guy.
Of course, my philosophy is the best must fight the best, and right now Gonzalez is a top prospect, and I want to prove the world that I'm still among the best in the world. So that's why I choose to fight Gonzalez, and I think also is Cuban, and we know that all the Cuban fighters have great technique, is a great technician, and also is a pressure fighter. So that's why that's gonna give a great show on HBO.
Sergey, and also John. My question for you guys is, Floyd Mayweather, he may be zeroing in on the final fight of his career, and everybody's looking for the next great fighter that can be at the top of the pound-for-pound rankings. Why not you, Sergey? Do you think that you could become the best fighter in boxing, pound-for-pound? And John, what do you think about that as well?
I didn't get any time attention for pound, you know. It's I think so that it's opinion from the boxing fans, boxing media, and who is the best. I cannot to say for me myself that I'm the best, you know. I'm trying to be better every fight, and build my career as I would like, you know. But for pound for pound, I don't think at all.
John? They want you to
Honestly, it's simple. I'm the best light heavyweight champion in the world. Just I had a bad night, March 14, and that's why I'm gonna prove it tomorrow, Saturday night, that I'm the best, and I just had a bad night.
John David Jackson.
Well, I think that Sergey is definitely right in the top 5. Wins 4 win leagues, and the way Sergey is mowing down his opponents, he definitely has to be considered in the top 5 to be the best fighter in the world today. He's proven that with each and every fight he's definitely improved, and opponents that they thought would give him a super hard time, he's pretty much dissecting him very well. So in the near future, so if he's not one, he needs to be recognized in the top 3 at least. He definitely deserves that. If they don't, if he doesn't become number 1, he should be at least in the top 3.
We just do the one-on-ones. All right, so I want to thank everybody for coming out today. I want to sincerely thank HBO, Peter Nelson. I want to thank Mandalay Bay, the MGM Group, Richard Sturm. I want to thank our sponsors, and I want to vodka Mayagov, and also we're going to have Mr. Rostero caviar. It's going to be an all-Russian ring thing. So anyway, thank you all, and we're going to pose them together, and hope to see everybody Saturday night. Tickets are still available. They have picked up nicely, happily, and if people want to come see this fight, they're going to come buy one. Thank you. This first, we're going to...
Pascal went to the company that he was making Kovalev and Mohammadi, and we ended up doing the Kovalev rematch is already signed off on. It's been signed off on. First quarter of next week. It's been signed off on. Pascal didn't have to fight Gonzalez to get it. He chose Gonzalez. Testing for this fight, and this fight almost went away because Gonzalez can't really pay for their fucking drug testing. We're paying. So this guy was willing to walk away from the life-changing, potential life-changing opportunity over $8,000 in drug testing. Then we got the bottle locked in. Hey, where's the Yankee hat? It's good. How you feeling? Making your welterweight debut? He's like Undertaker joining the corporation. He's on corporate now.